trend is your friend. Now, I know you guys have heard that saying before, and I'm saying that because today is a pretty good, promising day for precious metals, as we've seen pretty much a bloodbath within gold and somewhat within silver within the recent days. Now, we've gone on and on and on about rising yields, and I'm not really sure we're completely out of the woods yet with yields being somewhat elevated, but it is nice to see some reprieve here. Now, if we head down and take a look at the metals, let's start with gold. Pretty much since the beginning of 2021, we've just been on a downtrend. Obviously, we had a death cross here, but the good thing is that we finally settled within this deep trading range here. That's pretty much, as high as the mid 1700s, going as low as the 1680s. Now, I did mention in a video sometime last week that the 1680 level was the one that I would be watching because honestly, that's actually where I last bought 1 ounce of gold. Since then, I bought about a quarter ounce, but I bought 1 ounce of gold on June 8th, and I bought it when it was around 1680 spot. And of course, premiums add more to it, but still, I bought an ounce right around that time. And then soon after, prices for gold started to rise. And I'm not necessarily sure if that's going to happen. I think we're going to be somewhat within a trading range. And then we'll start to see some direction after that, whether it's going to be up or down. Now with silver, things are a little bit different. As you can see here, it's not the cleanest uptrend, but there is a very slight uptrend that is still present here since the beginning of January. And there's been some up and down movement, of course, since the end of February. Things have been going down, but hopefully will start to head back into the right direction, which is up. But as you see here, there is no death cross that silver has. Prices are still looking pretty healthy as far as movement is concerned. And, pretty much since the beginning of December, we've been on, a pretty nice uptrend, which is good. Now, let's talk about some of the headwinds that gold and silver were facing. Now, today, which is good, we're starting to see Treasury note yields begin to make a little bit of a decline. But again, don't get your hopes up too much, because if you take a look at where that decline or how far that decline is coming down, it's not really coming down that far just yet. It hit its peak somewhat on Monday. It's in the 1.6s, and now we're kind of in the 1.5s again, but still, until I start to see some nice movement to the downside here on this yield, I'm going to exercise some caution as far as my optimism. For the DXY is starting to move down a bit more, which is good, but still, same scenario. The DXY is still in the 92 range. And if we take a look at the last 5 days of trading, you'll also see something similar where, yes, it's come down, but it hasn't come down immensely from the recent highs of the mid 92s. So that's just something to take note of when looking at today's price movements for gold and silver. Though we do have reason to be happy because, hey, at least we have a little bit of a green day going on here. And right now, as I'm recording this, we're just past the opening bell. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see some opposite movement, but it looks like the trend is still going up. So let me know what you guys think about today's movements, guys. Let me know what you think about or where your head is right now as far as gold and silver's movements today. Do you think that this is the beginning of an inflection point for gold prices? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe if you're new. It's Black Bullion for gold and silver today.com.